Devilman the Birth is a supernatural horror action OVA placed within a modern-day time period, involving demons who are thought to no longer have existed, but are soon resurrected numerous years later, and it is also said that another demon is needed to defeat them. I enjoyed this plot and the characters that came with it, as it was interesting to see the protagonist Akira Fudo and his change in personality, going through the transition from being modest and humane to provoked and savage when he comes in contact, winning over the body of Devilman, along with him even being relatable. Ryo Asuka was also a nice addition who gives the impression that you presume at first to be a villainous character. But it's too bad we could not have seen more from Akira's love interest and childhood friend Miki, and Devilman, both of which had potential, who we only see for a small portion of this OVA. Yet it was titled Devilman and the incarnate himself does not appear until the end, though at least his rampage with plenty of action and gore made up for his loss of screen time. The artwork and animation was stunning to look at, beyond what I would have expected from an anime of its decade, though I was perplexed by some scenes. For example, how the two lead characters, Ryo and Akira, had sprinted from a demon escaping through an elevator, later to make an appearance in a nightclub setting, and at one point where Akira's body remains intact while his neck extends, which both of these events felt improper. Without hesitation, I can say that the soundtrack was moderately advanced for its time, and not only that, but this OVA contains the best 80s OST that I have heard in an anime. Almost every background theme captured the essence of what was occurring on screen perfectly. However, this was one exception that I had to watch in the original format subtitled, as the OVA spawned some of the worst English voice acting. Amon aka Devilman sounded equivalent to a leprechaun attempting a pirate impression, and the other voice actors could have used slightly more emotion for their roles. But the Japanese dub wasn't anything spectacular either. Miki's seiyuu sounded pretty flat, while I felt at times Akira and Ryo's had forgotten their roles. So overall, Devilman Volume 1 The Birth gets a favorable approval rating. There is an excellent soundtrack, fluid animation and artwork, satisfying and intense action, as well as an enjoyable plot and character cast for the pros, but insufficient voice acting, questionable events, and lack of character screen time for the cons. Fans familiar with this type of horror and action should be pleased with the end result of this OVA, as well as any newcomers.